Okay, and we are live. So basically, it is the second attempt to write the stream. Let me see why it's not showing anything. It should, indeed it should. And yeah, now it's showing. That's good. So basically, the long story short, the long story short. A friend of mine is looking for a job in natural language processing, and he gave two examples of like ideal job. So one is in a company related to gambling, and it's well, it's his personal choice, but this one is data scientist, and another one is consultant. So yeah, the thing is that the job descriptions as such they don't describe much, right? But both of them they state. So the first one, the only useful thing here for us, for our approach, was that so it said that there's Spark environment and that PySpark is an advantage. So let's keep it in mind. The second thing is that um, natural language processing on its own is quite a good thing. So Apache Spark we already have here, so we don't really. Um, this is also interesting because I was checking the job market. Yeah, but anyway, doesn't matter. These guys, we don't need them anymore. Future anthem, thank you, you did good job. Although one small present or pearl of wisdom to future anthem, like guys, 176 followers on Twitter. Seriously, how are you going to hire developers? How are you going to, well, to promote the job learning? Well, that's your business. I'm not a marketing person, but like really. Anyway, GitHub. And yeah, there's so many ways to save money using open source and to get security for that and earn money. So that's now natural language processing. Let's see. So natural language processing, it's a way for computers to cooperate with non-computers, for example, with the live beings like, yeah, so here we say it's computers and humans, but I think we could extend it to animals, I guess, as well, because they have their kinds of languages, kind of. Now, so here we are in search, right? But I want the repository with the most folks. Oh, fighting for love. That's interesting. That's interesting. Um, well, not really. It's like some of them are like courses. Maybe I've missed something, except this one, which is well, that's funny. So if you know, I would assume it's probably Chinese, but I don't know. But it looks a little bit like Chinese. Um, Now, maybe this one, but to be honest, so I think we'll go with Apache Spark. Uh, yeah, so I'm not sure why did I get a notice on my phone. But So let's go with Apache Spark. So my friend, you're listening, I would suggest that because this one, so probably don't concentrate at the moment in natural language processing as such. Actually, let's, the only thing we'll do, let me quickly check if we can try to find a job using NLP and not full thing. So like something like this. And okay, that's all right. So NLP and data, right? And data scientist. So this is a good job to stop the abuse. And it's so R Python and SQL. So machine learning. Okay, and also we'll check one thing. We'll check yeah, spacey. So let's actually check for the spacey here. If it's so popular, then oh, spacey is a big thing. But Spark is bigger. So we're going to do Apache Spark. Nice jobs. Oh, Apache Spark. So let me see. I don't really like. Let's so accept all Apache Spark. Search and spacey. No. So this one is actually interesting. So this one is interesting. So can I have some notes? A moment. So I'm just creating a text file. Okay, and that will be new folder streams. Okay, and here we will say that this one is for data science. Okay, now we have this stuff. So we'll have this thing, and we'll have Apache Spark, and also what is important, we'll have, although like our friends from Future Anthem, they are not very big on Twitter. That's actually an opportunity to champion for them. And oh, they're not that big actually. It's only 37 people. Okay. So I think that they definitely don't have data deferral because, well, I know a company with almost 300 people and they don't have a deferral. So let's see how can we help all those amazing friends. So let's just make an instruction, and here we'll be getting a job in open source these guys here and sorry, here. How to get a job in natural in data science, natural language processing. So let's see. So groups to champion for. We used this job at oh, we've got a who says what are the daily tasks of DevRel in open source and how they get paid? Well, that's a good question. So how they get paid? Nilesh, let me know if you are still listening, and um, you are always welcome to write to me. And actually, let me actually copy your question if you don't mind here, because that will be future content. But in short, you can get a job as DevRel, right? You can just get a job. And so now, if you're asking me how to get a job, it's one thing, but basically, what does DevRel do? You create connections between your so the real normally you will need to ask business, right? Where to improve, but for example, it will be your task is to make sure that ecosystem around your company's developers is healthy. So for example, if you're big on open source, and I think you're asking about open source, yeah, you need to make sure that your projects follow standards, like for example security, and that your projects are visible. And then you need to be able to provide feedback like forth and back between developers and hi Mikola, um, and доброго ранку, доброго ранку Mikola. And also you need to connect them. So basically, for example, developers who are using your APIs, they are not happy with your product, and then you need to find why, and you need to fix it. Or maybe your job will be training people to use your API. So you see, it really depends on business, but let me try to find, because I have some resources. So there's the rel. So if you just input the rel in YouTube, so well, DevRel open source is something I created. So but so in my case, I make good open source projects visible, and I make people who lead them visible, and I help these people to achieve more. So for me, people are the business. Like for example, if you want to start, then let me know. I will support you. But this is a good what DevRel does. What is DevRel? Like, oh, that's another friend of mine, Zachary. Am I subscribed to him? I should. Now I'm subscribed. So he is a DevRel. And by the way, he's also open source. He works for Vonage, I think. And I think it's Vonage. And let's see. And Zachary, he's oh, thank you, Mikola. Дякую за підтримку. Дякую за підтримку. So, yeah, I don't want notifications. So, basically, I think Zachary is. I think Zachary is Vonage. It is just important to. Yeah, he is Vonage. You see, that happens when you help people, when you work with people, you know them. I'm autistic. It's hard for me to remember names, but I remember what you do. So I will find your name because I will Google for what you did. So let's say in this case, open source default job is to help a friend to find a job. Because a friend got a master's degree, and a friend, well, he's struggling to find a job. Why? Because there's like few hundred people per position at the moment. So if you go here and we go jobs, right? That's just LinkedIn. And we do here data scientist, right? Data scientist is, guys, if you're choosing something to study and it doesn't matter for you what you choose, I would suggest you really investigate the job market before you start actually learning. Because, for example, how many data scientist jobs are there, like really? And well, especially if I so uh, well, this one's are many, but it's in EMEA. So, but like if I do Java developer, oh, that's interesting actually. Data scientist shows more, but data scientist is like a like very common term. So, so for a simple open source dev rel, work for a company and make the open source. Yes, so you don't need to work for a company. That's the beauty, Nilesh. That's you don't need to work for them. So you see, for example, I was helping. So what I normally ask people like, because what I do, I help you reach goals. I help you get a job, or at least, well, not just get a job. I help you to become so strong and so visible that the market cannot ignore you. So a friend of mine showed me this job, and yeah, and this job tells me, so this is all like noise to me. It's like, well, it's gambling. How does it help me? It doesn't. Uh, Range of machine learning models, it doesn't help me. This doesn't help me. But they say that they are that you should be enjoying, ideally, working in Spark environment. And I know it's Apache Spark. And they also uh, mention PySpark. Why is it important? Now you can be a DevRel. So you take this link now and you fork it from here. I've already forked. And this is the Apache Spark project. It's open source. And what you do now is you just go here and you read about it. And actually, even before that, you can tweet, like say Apache Spark is open source. Did you know that? Why are we doing that? Because currently you're establishing relations between these friends because their job ads, well, I'm not giving any recommendations, but it doesn't really tell what you're doing. And actually, I don't need the headphones because that's weird. Yeah. So, and you are also, because it's you grow much better when you learn openly and when you share, because if there's like 100 people per position, so let's see, data scientist, this one, right? Remote. How many people are applying there? I don't see, but maybe it's like a fresh one. Yeah, this one says two, but one day ago, sometimes company, but yeah, so you can assume that there's like 20 people, maybe 100, so there's a very high chance you won't get a job. What I want to happen, I want people to come to you and to ask for a job. So coming back to helping my friend, uh, what I want to do, I don't want him to be necessarily employed by these people. Uh, or he sent me another job ad, but it was like completely unusable for me because it didn't mention any specifics. In terms of technology, it was like work at work for money, do the job. So it said nothing to me. Um, so what if my friend goes here and like he can even look at this stuff, right? By Pi. And what if my friend reads about it? Oh, left wrong. Let me quickly Google it. That's nice. Let's interact. So the front. Let's find who are our friends. Oh, did they mention it in here? No, they didn't. That's fine. So Deftron is a company, and what do they do? Clouds. Oh, software delivery. This is big. This is big. Do they employ people? Just let's see. They are quite so let's see what is their market like location wise, because I need to know who I can help with this stuff. Oh, sorry, I closed the comments. Yeah, now I can see. So this is good, 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 good. Yeah, interesting. So but where is the location? I don't see. Is it like remote, or whom can I? Oh, Indian. Good, but this is great. This is so good. I will actually save it for my friends, because I have a lot of friends from India. And Nilesh, if we are not connected, let me see. Oh, could you please send me a connect on? Oh, maybe we are connected. Let me see. So I'm connected to one Nilesh Gag. He's from Rajasthan, India. I'm not sure if that's you. Uh, okay, so anyway, so these guys, if I wanted to be applied to be serious about them, yes, sorry Nilesh, my autism, and then also like well, there's a lot of a lot of people. Well, so what you would do is like you want to be there, definitely. One second, I'll check. Like, yeah, you want to be DevRel for Devtron, you do that. You go there, like don't even apply to them yet. Just go here, and actually here, yeah, your first post is follow them, write about what company does, write that they have open source. That's big. Like Go project, this is beautiful. Let's go to the repositories. This is beautiful because you see the projects are live. These things, it means that they actually get changed. So for example, this one, right? This one we open. Now the question is, for example, that there's so many ways to help. For example, Hacktoberfest. Are they on Hacktoberfest, right? Um, but that you won't be able to control it if they're not there. They're not there. To be honest, Hacktoberfest is finishing anyway. So and we will here. So write about this. Wow, this is beautiful. This is good stuff. I will use them as an example now. Hello, dev Tron friends. I really want to follow you. Oh, I'm already following you. Well, with this quality of uh, material, no surprise. Um, this just looks beautiful. And what I would suggest to use an open source. Mm, learn, like, let's say you want to imagine oh, Deftron repo, of course, of course, of course. It will be this one, and yeah, that's the one. And Apache Spark obviously is this one. Deftrons are good. So the question is, uh, so if my data scientist friend, I will help you, but like, so the approach for you will be the same as for Deftron. So really, it just will be for you. It will be about Apache Spark. And for for people who wants to get a job at Deftron, and this is an amazing job. Like, to be honest, even this one, community manager, what does he do, or she or they? Uh, is it really like so key responsibilities? Well, it's very close there. So to be honest, the first thing you do here, the first thing you do here, you go here and you contact people and you ask them if they need help with maintaining or whatever. like anything. Now, so let's say this project. Of course, I will give them a star. Of course, I will fork them if it's not forked already. Okay, that's done. Yeah, welcome. I don't remember how to say you're welcome in Ukrainian, Mikola. Maybe you write in the chat. Uh, now, and, yeah, and I don't. I know how to say it in Russian, but I don't want to use it because I don't want to insult people. Because currently the situation is really bad. There are people dying as we speak, and I really don't want to make things worse. So, yeah, будь ласка. Прошу будь лаской. Yeah, my father said that they used to have this on the, that he really liked it in airport in Kiev when like it was on the doors in the airport, I think, and also in like in the subway there as well. So Ukrainian language is extremely melodical, like it's nice, and yeah, it's nice just to listen. Now back to the artificial stuff. So let's say this Deftron. So write a post about it. Next thing is that, oh, everybody left me. Next thing is it would be to read contributing, and for Spark it will be the same. And then write about it. Next thing will be to check, and then write how people can contribute. And now you can check. Well, now you can check. Yeah, tell people how they can contribute. Sorry, my stats are not really working on LinkedIn. And now let's go and install it. So I'm not going to do it, I'm too tired and I'm a bit sick today, but you can, because there's a very high chance the installation instruction is wrong. Why? Because a lot of developers there, they will be very proficient with this stuff, and they have already installed everything. They have some scripts. They probably they know that, oh, you shouldn't execute this line and stuff like that. So you can also look for typos. But what I suggest, like people of your actually here you see there's a typo. So let's just use it as an example. So what we do, we take this one and we create an issue, and also we will we'll raise an issue. So we just go here. I just don't want to lose the line, and I lost it, right? So it was something with a comma, which doesn't help me much, but it was in the end of, yeah, it was here. Not nice. So here we can issues. We can go here, we can create new issue, documentation, and typo, doc, remove, replace with in the end of the sentence. Okay, so that's the image, and that's the text. Right, oh, that's actually the file. Where, what, this one, right, and in and should be a not according to other examples. Also, one thing I need to do, I need to really check if they don't have this ticket already, but like it's hard to find this kind of, but yeah. So that's the issue. So labels, documentation, code of conduct. So yeah, I've spent time like 5 seconds, but yeah, I've searched for comma, it wasn't there. Responsibilities, pledge, standards. Looks like, well, what you expect from good people. And here also what I will do, I will let me go slightly like one more step. I really don't want to. Uh, wow, this is good. This is good. This is your opportunity to contribute as an open source developer, like really, because they openly say that they need translators, right? So I don't know which languages they are. I would assume it might be Hindi or Tamil or other. There's so many beautiful languages in India, and there's zero non-beautiful languages in India, but there are thousands, if not tens of thousands or more, of beautiful languages in India. I wish I knew some of them. Well, you need to ask, so I'll put this link here. So this one, like what you could do right now, you could go to the tweet and actually let's do it together. That's actually I will tweet about it now, and actually I will do it via testimonials. So I'm just doing it on the second screen because I don't want to show any stuff which I don't want to show, but we'll do it soon together when I log in. So these friends, so let me log in. Good stuff. So do you want to start as an open source dev? Oh, who created it? Well done, mate. Really well done. Do you want how to become an open source dev? Easy. Well, not. Just do it. For example, this amazing project needs translators. Let me actually copy it from here. Needs translators for the DevTron. So yeah. Okay, we make a quote. We make this one, and I will try to find, because some people make a mistake and they let's call it borrow. Let's be extremely polite here. They borrow other people's stuff, for example, content, and they thank you, mate. You should have more followers, like really. And they just pretend that it's theirs, or they don't mention, and it's toxic and it's bad for people who copy as well. Because I mentioned this. I'll mention it now because it's the right thing to do. Like here, right? Many thanks for raising the issue. Okay, so because what it does, I'll fix that. And I need to attach media. And the picture is not nice. We'll need to replace the picture with something better. But when you create content based on somebody's content and you mention this person will feel good. This person will create more content for the community, and it's not about you, it's about how useful we are all together. So if just your presence, just your retweets create benefit for the community and inspire them, you'll be fine. You'll be really fine. There's a guy whose idea was every day he creates content about good stuff which happened around the world, and he just collects out content which already exists, I think, and tells stories. He doesn't pretend to be there, but he just shares this. DevRel is like, well, it's kind of networking and marketing, but in extremely targeted ways. You market where it matters most, you network where it markets most. So, this one is easy. So, code contribution you want. Easy. So, let me see. So, we've erased this one, for example. So, let's finish this one first. I just want to finish this one, and we will. Uh, we will. Oh, how did it happen? So we'll just take. No, it's not about Rahul or me. It's about. Sorry, Rahul, if I pronounced your name wrong. So it's about the project, right? So we will just take this thing and we'll just use that as a picture, right? Okay, and we'll take this thing and we'll save that and we'll save it to my pictures thing, and then we go here and then we can open pictures, and I just prefer to like finish one thing when it's possible, and then I will answer your question as good as I can, and we will even Google a little bit, but yeah, so I bring this thing here. Thank you for the ticket. Okay, so we do that. And these translators. Okay, we'll these translators for will documentation. I'm just trying to save localization for non-English, blah blah blah. Develop. No, I don't want it. There's like it might be seen as racist or whatever. And DevOps communities, and that's good enough. So we have 23. Just share and the needs of community. Actually, it's not just share and just help the community. Help the community get things fixed. Okay, so no, like that. Example. So share this post. Close. Start translating. So for this one, the first thing will be to create like a specific. The first thing will actually be not a code. Like code is important, but so let's actually. So share the post. Actually, yeah. Share and create more specific issue. Okay, hopefully people will understand it. So, oh, and obviously I should have tweeted about Deftron as well. My mistake, sorry. We should have mentioned Deftron, that's a big mistake on my side. So if I go here, if I go home, if I go here, if I go here and go here, I'm aware there's a tweeting. Yeah, it's not having yes. No, that's not. So I'm sorry for the spam there. I will report this person. Yes, so let's go back now. So that tron we did. Hopefully they will appear here. And because such things they should be. Yeah, so and we'll just do it here. Def tron. Okay. Now, why? Because it will make it more visible for the people who care about Deftron. Now we go here, so we create this issue. Okay, screenshot. Just get it done. PS might be. Please apply good first time issue. There you go. So that's done. We contributed. So now let's go to this specific ticket we had there about documentation, right? And let's make it. Nilesh, if you're still here, let's make it actually happen, right? So we go here and we want labels and we want documentation. So which one was it? Yeah, this one. So establish write email to them and ask, can you do it actually, like, because if you don't do it I will do it, but could you do one thing, Nilesh, could you write to them and could you ask them which languages they want it to be, and then you choose and then organize it getting done. It's not about you coding, it's not about you using your brain in fullest, like I don't know, low level languages like assembly, right? It's about creating value. So if the value here is more than the value here, it's just an example actually. So let's see which other they have. So good first issue, spike. So okay, they don't have spikes. Let's see bugs. So let me see. So basically, to make your code contribution, you need to, like, it's not exactly a DevRels jobs. You can do it, but your main goal is that developers are creating value for the community, and this value is organic and it's not toxic, and the community really needs it. Something like this, I would say. So that's DevRel, at least for me. But if we're talking about coding, then maybe we can do language here. No? Or maybe let me see, projects, label bug, critical. Oh, so they have this critical stuff here. Okay, so well, that might be coding, right? But this stuff looks like quite you'll need experience. So I recommend first you build this project, and the thing also is that they won't accept your request. There's a very high chance that if you haven't contributed to the project before, and if they don't know you, then, and by the way, it looks like they are on Hacktoberfest, then they will reject your big pull requests because they're complicated to check and they don't know. So yeah, something like this. Let me see. This one can be fixed. That's a good first issue, right? There was even a command there. Something like this. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Yeah, so let me think. Oh, sorry guys, I'm a bit tired. It's been for over 2 hours. I've been trying to set this stuff up. Okay, over an hour something. But my suggestion would be to let me see. I can write them myself, but actually, I will raise an issue because I do stuff openly. So in the documents thing, there was this one, right? Translators needed. Could you please kindly list the languages you need the docs to be translated to? I suggest we raise a separate ticket for each document and for each language, or at least provide us some guidance and samples. So that's the dev jobs, right? So they they created very good content, but they basically they're telling translate it to everything. That's not possible. Translate everything to everything. It's like infinity square. That cannot be happening. It won't happen. So you see, July 26th. So there's this absolutely amazing opportunity since July 26th. And in country of 1 billion, where what's the name? IIT, Indian Institute of Technology, absolutely amazing establishment. Institutes, not institute. So absolutely amazing establishment. But like, just think how many students there, how many developers are really willing to help, and this thing is not closed. Why? Because it's not visible and it's not specific. So it's very hard to do it. Now imagine if it said that translate readme to Hindi. That's specific now because the person knows that the person goes here, and imagine had an example of readme in Hindi, right? So imagine it was telling how exactly you're translating in terms of. So the way I want to work is like, I'm reading the message from Neresh. So the way I want to contribute is like, I want to make all types of contributions. Yeah, so it's very good that you want to help, right? There's one small problem. You really need to focus. It's not about I want to contribute to all kinds, right? You need to understand who are we helping. Open source is just a language, it's just a technology, it's a way to talk to people. Like if I could do magic instead of open source and it helped me better, I would be doing magic. The thing which open source does, it allows you to help some people. So you need to understand whom are you helping. So for example, here I'm helping people who are trying to find a job in data science, right? DevTron, when I'm sharing this stuff, and when I'm, for example, somebody wants to get a job in clouds, or maybe even in DevTron, then I would say that, well, look at what they're using, look what this project is using. For example, I think it's like Golang and Kubernetes or something. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's Go definitely. So, and grow your knowledge of Go by fixing issues in this project, and maybe, for example, DevLake, GitHub as well. This is a good one actually to to participate because you make first contribution, they send you a certificate for Apache being Apache contributor. But basically, Nilesh, the step zero you should take is to focus. Write me on LinkedIn or on Twitter, like what is your goal, what are you trying to achieve. Is it to get a job? It's absolutely fine if it's to get a job. It's very good. It's honest. There's there's a lot of people who are like you who also want to get a job, but they don't know how to get it. So find few examples of the jobs you want to do, like your ideal jobs, and on LinkedIn, like literally go here and go to like here and not EMEA, because help somebody you really know. Okay, so well, there will be exceptions. It will be like helping all around the world, but Java skills. Next question: why do you want to improve your Java skills? Like, if you just like imagine you know all about Java and you do nothing, how did it make the job, the world a better place to be? That's the thing. So India and Java. So like most of people they'll be using Java to get a job, right? And here we come again. So with Java, so yeah, so Deftron we have finished. So with Java, it's a very good question. So let me try to Google. You like Java and backend. This is beautiful. So I have actually an answer, but I'll need to search a little bit because I've lost it. Oh. So with Java, it's like I don't need to know how good is your Java, like, and how good is your C, because it depends. Because the ways are many. So Open GTK projects. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's probably and projects overview. Not this one because Code Java and Spring Boot. Nice. You get the answer actually. You go here. Spring Boot is open source. So let's see if they have issues. Sorry, I'm just that, and I'm also like very autistic, so like my intonations sometimes are not right. So tweet that it's open source, and you see they have that many issues, and they have bugs here as well, I guess. Here. So good, but REST APIs. Yesterday I've been to a Twitter space. So it's called Technical Writer, and I was actually creating a project on GitHub. It actually exists already, so let me show it. GitHub. I was actually creating this project here. This one on earning money with open source, right? So it was all based on the space and on this amazing person, absolutely amazing, who shared the FINCRA, but the space was. Did I lose the space? Let me see. I definitely have posted about it yesterday. I've done few spaces yesterday, so yeah, this one. So link to my. I will also share this one. Link to the tweet. And here I will raise an issue for my own, but because my project is a part of Oktoberfest, and people really wanted some, first-time tickets, and I thought I can help. And if I go to my own project, which I lost, but I will open it here. Because I don't want to steal the fame from the person who created it. And here, here, Oh, thank you. I think it was you who, Nilesh, who started. So, yeah, so it was code doc. So code doc. So okay, and uh, my my original that we is yeah save uh, link to original with edit has been ended for the visibility for the I just need to directly. I don't have time for pull request, but probably I should have raised the pull request. Yeah, I should have. I'm sorry. Now, so in this space, they spoke about they were speaking about different jobs for technical writers, um, and the person who organized it, I think it was. Let me see. So, so this it was Finca, but if you go here. So Finkra was the sponsor, so the person running it, of course, was a live person. And was it Datadog or yeah, I think it was Fortune. Yeah, Codog. So he mentioned some materials where he shared how to earn money, and one of them was APIs. So the REST APIs allow you to earn money because they need to be documented with high quality, and they allow you to learn more about, like, because it's connection between what developers do. It's what developers do actually, the first API. So you connect with developers and then you become a developer. It's actually a natural way to grow and much better than tutorial. Well, with all respect to tutorials, I think that's better. So if you go to did I lose my project again? So so to start with, like Spring Boot, build it, write first tweet, write an article. Like, so you said that, yeah, you are building REST APIs and some small projects. So don't build small projects unless they resolve something. Your time is valuable, right? And you can do so much more. So don't build small projects, build Spring Boot, or build small project which is required by many. So for example, here I wanted to find, so for example, go through README of a Spring Boot and build it and share the experience, because you will need to learn how to build big projects. And like, and why why don't you do it now? It's Java developer's job, right? You might even learn some, I'm not sure, yeah, Gradle, especially Gradle W, because it's use the correct version of Gradle, and then, mate, you are so lucky. There's so many things to do, much better than building small projects. Well, sometimes they need it, but you need to have a balance, right? Now, what's the latest Open GDK, right? Uh, yes, you're welcome. I wish I knew that, because if I knew what I know now, I wouldn't have gone to university. Like, really, because at this point in time, which was 2000, so I spent 3 years getting into university because I couldn't afford paying. Sorry, my throat. And then I spent some money, and what is important, basically I lost time. So math is cool and all this stuff is cool, but I could have just Google didn't exist, but what was it, Alta Vista or something? Um, I don't remember. There was Netscape browser for searching, but I could have searched for like Java if somebody told me. I already knew Java exists. I didn't know open source, so I could have Googled, and I could have, for example, contacted somebody like Let It Be Eclipse or NetBeans or whoever, and or maybe even Sun, because it wasn't Oracle, it was Sun, and I could have asked them like how to help and start fixing stuff, I would be, well, I would have helped so many people, and I would have earned so much money and so less stress by now, and I would have been much better developer. So let's see, because there was a list of GTK 19 projects somewhere, but I need to find which projects are using it, and there was a list and I couldn't find it. It's awful. Yeah, GTK 19 project, because like the thing is that don't learn Java as such. Learn GTK 19, and then maybe even 20, because you'll be learning and try to learn in the future. So because for this stuff, the books are not ready yet. There are not that many books about GTK 19 maybe as there about Java 8. So then instead of competing for Java 8 thing, start working in projects which are using OpenGTK. So let me see. Which projects use GTK 19? Because Maven is definitely one of them. I just don't. Well, I think Maven is one of them. But how do we find it? Like really? Is it in my tweet? Can I search my own tweets? It's not my own tweets, I guess. Of course, I'm following. To be honest, what you can do, like really, actually, let's do that. Yeah, 38,000 people on Twitter. Somebody might help. OpenGTK friends. How to find projects? Is OpenGTK 20 out? I mean, is it like happening now? So I think early is already there, right? Oh, that's probably where. No, that's builds. That's builds. But yeah, let's start with that. 18. Where is 19? Not nice. I think it's at the 19. Yeah, so 18. Latest. 19. It looks like. They managed not to answer my question. Latest. Let's just see what can I. GTK 9, Oracle, GTK. Let's see from Oracle. What can we download? Yeah, 19 is available. So you might be looking on 20, because there will be projects which are being developed right now on 20. So I was writing a tweet, I guess, here somewhere. Did I lose it? No. Let's go here, and we will go this way. And what was this? OpenGTK. So, oh my God's sake! Sorry, guys. I'll find you a few projects, and oh, Fuji also. These guys are good. So, so they are called Fuji, and then we have other friends called OpenGTK. OpenGTK and Fuji friends. How to find GTK? How to find open source projects which are ready using OpenJDK 19 or 20. A friend of mine, so Nilesh Garg, so let me see if I have you. So Nilesh Garg, I think let me see how many Nilesh Gargs I have. Only one in first connection, so and then oh mate, you're probably not on Twitter, so you see I'll show it here, so let me know if that's not comfortable, but your question was amazing. So Nilesh, when you go here to more on LinkedIn, I think it's there is well, where is it? Yeah, here, contact info. It's possible to add here your Twitter account as well. That would really help, because I want to be fair. This question is amazing. I wish more people asked it. So I want to go to Twitter and find you. Probably where I'll find it there. Let me just in private in case it window, in case it finds like oh, it's the same one. So good. I assume it's you. But if it's not, then let me know. Of course, follow, of course, and of course notifications, like for this kind of questions. Of course, I'll do that. Many thanks to for the inspiration. Whichever depends on friends like the future. Realize. Oh, no, let's make it actually about my friend is looking for an OpenSource project to contribute to. He likes Spring Boot and Spring Boot. I think they exist. Yeah. And REST no, doesn't exist. Guys. Okay. Let me check if that. Yeah, that's you. Good. And that's great. Like the sky is no limit for you, mate. And that's how India will get a base at the moon, because of people being so smart, kind, and unstoppable. Well done. I normally just read it again before I post, because especially on the phone, the problem they have that when you swipe, it starts to understand what you're writing, and they don't have a hate speech blocker there, I think. So sometimes phone suggests completely unacceptable words, and so I really need to read everything before I actually send. And with my autism, it doesn't get any easier. So yeah, so now we did it. So let's now check like JDK 19, right? So that's good, but like from here I cannot find. But was it? You know what? Let's make a separate. Let's make one thing. You retweet that you want one more YouTube stream, and I will make a YouTube stream tomorrow early morning, like 6 o'clock, and I will make the stream about finding an open source project which relies on the latest OpenJDKs as fresh as we can, and then we'll nail it. And if you do some research in advance, that will be cool. And I'm actually even thinking on if we could stream it somehow, and if we could do it together. If you know how to do it, let me know, because currently I'm using this OBS thing. Right, currently I'm using this and Studio and this thing. So I don't really know how to do this yet, but we will learn. And so I think tomorrow I will do a session about OpenJDK, how to find the projects, because I had it and then I lost it. Oh, maybe it's actually there. 1 second, wait. Maybe it's actually there. If we go to my project together with open source, I might have stored it there. I cannot guarantee. Yes, thank you. Now you are DevRel. You are doing what DevRel does, which makes you a DevRel. If you look like DevRel, if you create stuff like if DevRel, if you help people like DevRel, you are a DevRel. And you're an open source DevRel, so you can copy my LinkedIn profile and call yourself open source DevRel. And if people don't believe you, I will. Well, first I can add you. Like second thing, I can add you to the meetup. It's the organizer together the open source meetup. And then first thing is like, yeah, there's meetup like this together with open source. I can add you as a co-host easy, and I will call you as a open source DevRel and like give you a recommendation whatever, and that I'm the founder. So if I tell you open source DevRel, you're open source DevRel. That's it. Now, and that goes for everybody. You want to become a database developer? I'll fund you an open source project. We share openly. That makes you a database developer, and I give you a title of database developer in my open source projects. Okay? So let me see. I think. Oh no, probably it's not here. GTK? No, not this one. But let's also check wiki. Let me just close everything. Wikipedia, OpenJDK. And now versions. Okay, so this I don't recommend you to start contributing to GDK directly, because it might be complicated. Well, like it depends. If you're like really into math and your stuff is like first honors and stuff, you can do that. But it doesn't actually even mean that you create the most value. Let me see. Let's start with GitHub. We search for the projects, right? So marketplace. Oh, explore. And here we do GTK. And no, not like that. Actually, even GTK 19. I don't care. Nothing. Because I'm probably looking in the wrong place. So OpenGDK. Okay. That's interesting. GDK 19. Let's see here. So we just search by most folks, and we search for something interesting. Well, obviously you could do that, right? But that's public archive. What is it? So it has most folks, but it doesn't have many stars, only 30, so it's useless to us. OpenGDK. Oh, this is good. This is good. So this one, then Alibaba is there. Homebrew. Not something I would recommend. This one, you see, they don't even have issues as such because they have like a specific way to raise issues. I think they have their own like Jira or whatever. Now, like for example, if I go here to pull requests and pull requests for bugs, I don't even have the. I'm not sure they will have a first time issue here. You see, because this is like very heavy stuff, and I would suggest not focusing. Yeah, so I would suggest not focusing on some Java elements, like for example, like what will you achieve if you contribute to this? If you just start contributing here and there, like reading about it, you'll know Java a little bit, but there are people, so it's all for people, right? So we need to think how your Java helps people. So it's not knowing how string works which helps people, it's not having those memory problems on server. That's why it's important to understand how string works. So let's see. So that's a lot of which Apache projects use OpenGDK. Now, to God's sake, I don't remember it, mate. I will really need to. Triparno. Sorry, mate, if I mispronounced your name. Let me check the voice stuff. Should be good enough. Let me check my microphone. Let me see. Which microphone am I using? So I'm using default, which is Yeti. This one, it should be okay. I'm not sure. Yeah, so sorry, I can try to. You can try to switch on the. Is it better now? Okay, I can make it louder a little bit. So I can make it like this. Is it better? Yeah, good. Thank you, mate. So we're trying to find the projects which are using OpenGDK 19, and I'm struggling because I forgot how I did it the last time. Let me check in my LinkedIn and in my Twitter, and then but actually we asked the community on Twitter, so we'll find it. OpenGDK 19. Okay, that's interesting. Oh wait, what's that? Quality outreach. Oh, we found it. We found it. I'm reposting it now. Many thanks to, what's your name, friend? Nilesh. We found it. Many thanks to Nilesh. That what happens when you are a list of Java projects of projects using OpenGDK 19 to contribute to OpenGDK. Okay, post. No thanks, definitely not to. I don't want to So this one. Let's see, quality outreach. So it's this thing. I will put it in here. Nice. So look, this is what you should be doing. Tripano does made. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing your name, like really. But thank you for coming. I don't even know if you're speaking Hindi or not. I only know Namaste in Acha, and that's all I know in Hindi. So, but nice to see you. So basically, Nilesh is he's about Java and Spring Boot and REST APIs, and he was asking like how to contribute. So that's how. You don't contribute to OpenJDK. It's complicated, and there are not that many companies who need you to know OpenJDK. But there are companies who need you to be able to develop, and well, so this stuff might be easier. So for example, Log4j is there. They don't have many people, and mate, if you're contributing to Log4j, you will be visible because everybody is frightened. Oh, Tomcat is there. Let's look something. So just go through the projects and find something which rings a bell with you. So to be honest, guys, both of you, just go and write this. Let's do it now. So yeah, so you see why it matters? They literally say that they want to acknowledge projects which are actively testing, providing feedback, and list. So they are enlisting the projects which are nice. So somebody already made a job for you and found nice projects to contribute to, and that's it. And like, tutorials are cool. You know how you know this Venkat Subramaniam, this guy, he's amazing. So absolutely amazing person, helped me so much, such a nice person. So he reads books like that. Oh, I don't know this stuff, interesting. Okay, that's how it works. So he has some, well, I don't want to share it on his behalf, but it's not easy for him to read books, right, and learn the stuff. So, but he focuses on the stuff, which exactly stuff he needs from the book. I don't need to read where the book was published. I don't need to read that there's toString method somewhere on an object. I don't need that. I already know that. So like if I'm reading Java 20, I'll read very specific cases, and probably I will already know in advance. Maybe I'll be writing a book actually. So if you are in this project, then you'll be writing a book. So if you go here, and not here, it's just that because before you came, I actually tweeted. Oh, I found one. Okay. No, actually, instead of that, we'll not. I've found. No, it's not about me, right? So, are you looking for quality open source projects to contribute to? Wow. And that is a list of that list of projects might really help. And then because like quality outreach, but I'm not sure if they have Twitter. You see, I have about, so Tony Squire. I didn't even know about Tony Squire, to be honest. Although I should follow. I don't contact people before I actually meet them or like talk to them. So Tony Squad, Java, Twitter. I don't think he's on Twitter. It will be actually, well, I don't want to like sound artificial, so what we will do, actually I have this link here, I think, yeah, you see it's very hard to stop after you start this stuff, so let me see. So tired, guys. I'll just finish that and I'll go. I know I already promised it, but I've posted this stuff, so there will be, oh, I think I can find my posts from here. Yeah, this one. I really like finding easier ways to do stuff. So, and yeah. So quality outreach, but why was I looking for that? I don't remember now. I really need to go take rest. Yeah, Kripana, basically what I do, I help people to reach their goals in open source. So if you tweet me, like my or LinkedIn me, so I'll use my, so basically my handle there is the same as here. So I don't, it doesn't, well, it matters, but like whatever money you have, you might have no, whatever is your location, as long as you have a phone, I can help you to, well, to reach your targets, to set some right targets which are related to something you like. For example, it might be charity, or it might be earning money or something. And then sorry, I'm losing the thought. And then I will help you to reach it. We'll find an open source, we'll find a group of people who you will be able to help by just sharing what you learn, and we'll find you a quality open source project, and then we'll contribute openly and in a very nice way. So because, like, for example, like to contribute to OpenJDK, like as an example, right, you could go here, you can open readme, it's an example, okay? So, and then you press this pencil, or so let's say there's a typo, just imagine there's a typo. So you can press a pencil, or you can press E key, and you can edit like that. That's a contribution. Or you can press a dot here, and enjoy. Just give me a few seconds. Yeah, you're welcome. And it opens Visual Studio in the browser. So, for example, for my friends in Gambia, that's not an option, because those of them, I tried to show it, they had a very bad computers and internet connection, so it's a full-blown IDE in your browser, and you can even raise pull requests, all right? So you can do it from mobile phone, really. Like, of course, it's better from computer, but like that, only you can tweet stuff, and then we can find you a really high quality. We can make sure that the company with high quality and very well paid remote jobs, which are related to something you'll be doing, be it charity or whatever, they will find you. They will find you. They will come talk to you, and they will give you a job, not the vice versa. So yeah, just let me just fix and this one, and this. Oh, now I remember. I wanted to mention the person who gave me the link first, because I don't. Yeah, my friend, of course, Bazlur. He's so good, and of course he's Java champion. Why don't I have a bell there, Bazlur? It's so here. So it's actually will be two friends I'm mentioning to. Okay, and there's and I will make it first, and because it's not about Baslo, it's not about Nilesh, it's not about me, it's not even just about Java. It's about people whom this thing will help. But for God's sake, this thing needs to be here, right? Save. I will probably, let me see if I do that. Yeah, so and if I edit it, yeah, so like I wanted to make as easy as possible for people to do it. So I don't want them to go to this my regional post, right? I want them to be able to click here and open, okay? And if they have time and they're okay, then they will, you know, they will click here and read the story. But let's right now. So here and see, yeah. You see, Nilesh, now I remember your avatar much better because you help people, and that's it. For me, that's like you help people. I remember you, and obviously you help yourself, but you are also part of these people you help. So it's cool, and it's how it should be. Yeah, that's all. Let's tweet. And now I go to sleep, and thank you so much, guys. And I don't know how you to say thank you in Hindi. Let's actually do it. Thank you in Hindi. So let me just listen it once so I don't insult too many people. Dhanyavad, Nilesh, Dhanyavad, and see you tomorrow. Oh, well, see you later. I don't know when it will happen, but Dhanyavad, friends. See you guys, see you friends, and actually, you are officially an open source DevRel now. So congrats, go and change your title, seriously. And see you, and if you want to be part of Together We Open Source as a member of like committee, whatever, to help me organize this stuff, then and maybe to run sessions yourself, then let's do it. That's actually a good idea. Let's work on you doing same stuff as I'm doing right now, right? And streaming openly, and that's all. That will be so cool. See you. That's an amazing idea, and we'll finish here. Bye bye.